Of silence in honor of Miss Olivia King and those injured during the tragic event that happened here on September 23rd. Thank you so much. And as we remember those impacted by this tragedy, our Kroger team planted a magnolia tree in our remembrance garden just behind you near the Kroger trailer. So if you look back towards the Kroger trailer, you'll see the white flags waving. That's where our remembrance garden is located. And that magnolia tree will grow to be strong and beautiful and serve as a place of peace in remembrance. Now, as we move forward with our agenda today, I'd like to recognize our Kroger leadership here. And we have Kroger Delta Division President Victor Smith. He's here on stage with me. We have Andrea Tyson, our Vice President of Merchandising, here in the crowd. We have Stephanie Turner, our Vice President of Operations. And I'd like to thank all of the district managers here today, as well as our merchandisers, district managers, raise your hands. I'd also like to thank Mike Bohm, Dennis Cobb, and Al Montesi. And wave your hands, guys. You guys have done such a great job. And I know we don't tell you enough, but we appreciate you. And I'd also like to thank Jennifer Casey with the town of Collierville. Raise your hands. We've been connected during this entire process, and I talked to Jennifer a lot. So Jennifer, thank you for everything. I'd also like to thank Sandy Bromley and the counselors with the Shelby County Crime Victims and Rape Crisis Center. And if they're here, I'd like for you to raise your hand. And I'd like to give a round of applause to our Collierville cheer and pom teams, as you see here. The Collierville band. And the football team, who I hear is undefeated. And of course, we greatly appreciate Mayor Stan Joyner, the Collierville Board of Aldermen, and of course, our Collierville first responders. We also have a special guest here today. We've become really good friends. His name is Job. Job, come on up. Job has been very, very supportive of our associates and leadership. And today we present him with his very own doggy bed. Job will be with us at our Associate Resource Center, which we opened a few weeks ago. Now I'd like to share the order of speakers today. First, we'll have Mayor Stan Joyner, Collierville Police Chief Dale Lane, followed by James Avant, Kroger Human Resources Leader. And then I'll return. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Teresa. Let me just add my welcome to all of you this morning. This is a beautiful day in Collierville and a great day for a celebration, which is certainly part of the healing process that we're all going through right now. So before I make any further remarks, I would like to introduce the Board of Aldermen that are with us today. We've got Alderman John Stamps, Alderman Billy Patton, Alderman John Worley, Alderman Missy Marshall, and Alderman and Vice Mayor Maureen Frazier. And we also have our Town Administrator, James Llewellyn. You're going to hear from Chief Lane after I'm finished, but I would like to recognize Buddy Billings, who is our fire chief, who was very involved in the rescue and the response that happened on that Thursday. So. I can't tell you how proud that the board is of the community. Can I hear? I don't know if I can get any closer. Is that better? Okay, no. There you go. As I was about to say, I can't tell you how proud the Board of Mayor and Aldermen are of the community and the way that you all have responded to the most tragic thing that's happened, as far as I know, in the history of Collierville. The care that you have given to your fellow man, the care that you have put forth for your neighbor, in so many ways, is just further proof of the type of town, the type of community that Collierville is. We're also so proud of our police chief and his staff and all of his police officers and first responders, and also of Chief Billings and his first responders from the fire department. They have made us and continue to make us proud every day, just in the way that they've handled themselves and handled this tragedy. You're going to hear from Chief Lane in just a minute, so I won't spend any more time on that. But we are so proud of them. We're proud of you. And I will close with Collierville Strong.
Yeah.
Well, good morning, everybody. Today's a great example of just how resilient the Collierville community is. It's also a day of hope. I want to thank Kroger for the opportunity to be a part of today's activities. I also want to thank our community for the outpouring of love and support that you've given CPD. And as we move forward together, we want you to know that we're committed to giving you our very best. To the King family, you are and will continue to be in our thoughts and prayers. To the victims and Kroger employees, your actions inspire and encourage us. And I can think of no better way to encourage you than to use the words of 11-year-old Collierville Middle School student Connor Underwood. Connor came to the police department in the days following the tragic events of September 23rd to let me know that he was my prayer partner in the Adopt-A-Cop program. He prayed for me, gave me a letter, and in that letter he reminded me that God was with me in the darkest times and that he was too, because he was praying. He then said, and I quote, "If you're ever in a bad position in life, you need encouragement, read Joshua 1:9, which was one of my favorite verses. And Joshua 1:9 says, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous." It talks about don't be afraid, don't be discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. And so today, join with me. Let's be like Connor. Let's be kind. Be encouragers and be hope givers. I'm thankful to have met Connor and his family, and he continues to make a difference in my life and in CPD. So with that, God bless. Go Dragons.
Wow, good morning, Collierville. Good morning. Hey, I am James Devon. I am the HR leader for the Delta Division. I am extremely excited to be here. And as I speak, I'm going to ask Pastor Matthew to bring his team on up. But I am extremely excited to be here and to see all of you. I can't begin to tell you how grateful we are, especially from an HR leader, when people are involved. I have to admit, it rocked my world when it happened. But what helped us to get through this were people like you and people throughout the organization and communities who came alongside of us along this journey. Let me first thank certainly those counselors who stood with us along the way. So over 4 weeks ago, every day, counseling and consoling our associates. So you don't know who they are, but if you don't mind, just give them a round of applause when you're there. Thank you. And though this was a very tragic event, a lot of great things happened as a result of it. I reminded the folks last night, this moment will not define us. It will not define us. It will, in fact, refine us. It'll make us better. Better as a people, better as a community, and certainly better as an organization. And so out of that, we also donated the food that came out of this facility, 48,000 pounds of food to the Mid-South Food Bank. Absolutely. Yes, yes. So the other thing I want to remind you, I don't know if you guys went to Sunday school or not, but the Good Samaritan, there was a quote that said, "No one would have remembered the Good Samaritan if he only had good intentions." Think about that, if he only had good intentions. Good thing the good folks at Central Church had more than good intentions. They had behind them purpose. And I don't know what happened on that day when we all rushed here to this scene. 2 angels showed up here in the form of Pastor Matt, and you'll have to introduce your team later, but they were here and they were ready to serve. Let me just tell you, consequently, more than 4 weeks every day, hours and minutes, they supplied resources, opened their facility, and they provide counsel, food, and love. We didn't know where they came from. We had never met them, but they showed their love toward us. And so we want to appreciate them today for what they've done for us in that regard. So I'm going to ask his team to come up. Pastor Matt, and he's the pastor of the Central Church, and to help them in their journey, because they are certainly givers, and they do that. If you will look behind you, next to the memorial garden is a trailer. And we're going to donate a trailer full of food so that they can promote their food ministry this year. Yes. They didn't ask for it. They didn't expect it. In fact, even last night, they said, whatever we can do for us, they will do it. But we want to show a token of our appreciation for what you guys have done. And on behalf of every prayer, every tear, every bowed down head, we want to thank you and your team for what you've done for us. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, good morning. On behalf of Central Church, it is such a joy to be able to minister in this way. Kroger, thank you so much. It was an honor to serve you in this way. In fact, a few weeks ago, we were bowing right over there with your employees praying, and Pastor Greg and I were counseling, and we were praying, and we never dreamed that the door for ministry would open in that way, and we would be connected to so many of you, and we love you. Thank you so much for this opportunity. All that food is going to our Food for Families ministry. And we hope to just distribute that to the city of Collierville and needy families. And so thank you for coming alongside us. We want to give hope. This is a day of hope. Amen? Psalm 46 says that our God is a fortress. He is a steadfast fortress, and those that run to him are safe. Psalm 91, the same thing, that the Lord is a shelter and a fortress. And and a God whom we can trust, and that's our mission. We want to also come alongside people who are hurting, and so thank you so much for coming alongside us now in our mission, and it was a joy to come alongside you in your mission. Thank you.
Thank you so much to Central Church. Please give them another round of applause. Now, I'd like to introduce, your store leader here at Collierville, Byhalia. He has been here. Mr. Stewart, you amaze me every day. I really appreciate you, as well as I'm sure this community appreciates you and just love you. Is that right, guys? It's your turn to have your say. Come on up.
Thank you, Teresa. That's all right. Oh, I don't need it. All right. Thank you. They gave me a speech, but I'm going to go away from that. First, I want to say thank you to everyone that's here today. Thank you to our God. What a beautiful day he gave us. I want to tell you, I am so proud of my team. You can't imagine how fearful it was for me to hear what took place, and I wasn't here at that time, and how fearful I have been for their healing. And I want to thank our Kroger company for what they did to quickly rush in, the Collierville community, and Central Church, as it's been spoken already. But I'll tell you, they are a very resilient group of associates, and it makes me so proud to be part of their team. I may be the store leader, but we are a family, and family always comes first, and together we're going to grow from this. As the Lord said, I never promised that everything would always be easy. I'm going to give you hard times, and then he's going to give us the strength to move forward, and that's what my team and myself are going to do. And I want to thank Mr. Smith, our division president. There are so many other people to thank for everything that has gone on, because I know that I'm proud, my associates are proud, and I know that the Collierville community will be so proud of your brand new Kroger store here on Byhalia Road. And together, we'll look back on this and say we have grown greatly from this and continue to move forward. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Smith. Mr. Stewart, sorry. I'm bringing up Mr. Smith, our president of Kroger Delta Division.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Let me move the mic here so you can hear me. Get to my speaking points here. So first of all, I want to just say just how proud I am of Team Delta. Give yourselves a round of applause, Team Delta. So those of you that don't know me, my name is Victor Smith. I'm the president of Kroger Delta Division. As I stand here looking out over the numerous community members, partners, leaders, and associates in the crowd, it makes me proud to be part of such a resilient community. And key word there, guys, resilient. This ability to bounce back has been absolutely outstanding. I've watched Collierville rise from the aftermath of this horrific tragedy that has us all here today. I am in awe of your tenacity and dedication, and I appreciate the support you've offered our associates. Collierville has embraced Kroger and wrapped their arms around each one of us to comfort us and encourage us. And for that, I say thank you. Our Kroger associates have shown such pride in their careers and loyalty to the place they call home here at Collierville Kroger. Thank you to all of the Kroger associates here today, to those who work here at this store, and those who have traveled from other cities throughout Delta Division to help us rebuild Collierville. I also like to thank you guys for just doing all that you do. I couldn't be prouder of Team Delta than I am today. I'd also like to thank the Collierville first responders, the town of Collierville, and all of our great customers here, the family of Olivia King for being so gracious, our contractor, Construction Solutions. What a Herculean effort to complete this makeover in just 5 weeks. I'd like to thank Central Church. You've been here with us from the beginning. Life Church, ATC Fitness, who opened their doors to our associates on that tragic day. I'd like to thank the Memphis Grizzlies. What a great night of entertainment you provide for our associates to help with the healing process. We truly appreciate it. Trustmark Bank, Collierville, our vendor and broker partners. We couldn't have rebuilt this store without you. Thank you very much. Collierville Town Administrator James Llewellyn, you've been instrumental in helping this thing come together. We appreciate it. Collierville Board of Aldermen, Vice Mayor Maureen Frazier, and Mayor Stan Joyner. Mayor Joyner, you have a dynamic team here in Collierville, and I really want you to know how much we appreciate you. And today, I invite you and Mr. Stewart to join me in a ribbon tying. Yeah, you guys heard that correctly, a ribbon tying, not a ribbon cutting. Today, we're tying the Collierville community and Kroger together again. We will continue to heal together. Hashtag Collierville Strong.
We are tied together, and there's nothing you can do about it. All right, so now time has come to escort or usher in our Kroger Collierville associates. They're here in the middle, so if you will please let them come through. And we're going to just love on them as they enter back into the store. Come on down, guys. Go in with Mr. Stewart. Guys, these are the real heroes here. Our first responders and these guys. Our district manager, Jose Paguaga. Thank you so much, Jose, for your support. Mr. Stewart and your leadership team, you guys ready?
We're ready.
We're ready.
We're ready.
Collierville, we're ready.
Are you ready?
All right, let's cheer them on. Let's love on them. We love you guys. We love you. We love you guys. Thank you so much for everything you've done.